Do you happen to have her number, or I guess my
So
sister?
you were talking about the woman that came in and about her
Yeah, and they
husband?
didn't know I was behind here, and she was
Yeah.
propositioning him, and he kept
Yeah.
saying, no, no, I'm married. Well, then just right after that, I was up at the drugstore having Sunday with Marcella, and it was a Sunday, and his wife came in, and I knew her well, and she said, Marian, I got to talk to you something. I said, what? She said, if you were happily
Yeah.
married,
No, I
and it's
appreciate
everything you
that.
can
Yeah,
for you, you're very content,
Yeah, okay.
but
We'll
you
track
know
it
that
from
there's
there.
somebody
Thank you
after
so
you, and
much.
he
She's looking
probably
forward to
will
you
break
coming
down
out.
and
I
take
think
her
you're
out.
coming out
What would
tomorrow.
you do?
Yeah, now we'll be
And I
gone.
said,
We're
well,
leaving early in the morning, but she's looking
I
forward.
said, if he went out with her,
Okay,
I'm
sounds
done.
good.
I don't want
Thank
I
you
don't
so
want
much for
anybody
calling.
that's going to
Bye.
cheat on me.
Bye.
But I said, I'd say him straight. I'd tell him why I'm done. But I said I didn't have anything more to do with him. Well, she never got the job done. She never went out with him. But they never knew that I was there and heard that.
Mm.
And
Then it was the wife that was talking to you about
his wife was talking to me.
So she knew something was going on.
Yeah, I think she suspected. She, he takes me to the grocery store, and we get the groceries together. We go to the movies together. He's a wonderful husband. She said she won't leave him alone, and she was a pistol. She was no good at all. I said, well, I'd see her and tell her, hands off. He's happy the way he is. Leave him alone. And I said I'd stay with him. I wouldn't break over that. I wouldn't give her the satisfaction that she broke up a family. They stayed together and lived together after that. And then there was a minister who was well known in Monticello. He was a good minister. And everybody kept telling me, he's going out when he gets off work here tonight with one of the workers here. And I said, you're kidding me? No. So there was,
And the minister was married?
and he was married,
Mm-hmm.
had a family,
Mm-hmm.
and the gal who was going out was married and had a family. So anyway, there was a couple other girls. I let in on some of this, and there was three of us then that ganged up on us and was in on all this. So one night we were talking and said, when we get off tonight, why don't we just follow and see what road they take and where they go? I said, okay, let's do it. So we did. We didn't turn our lights on. We stood far enough by, and then we waited about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we all walked up the door and opened all the doors. And there was an heck to pay.
Marian Gross, private eye.
Oh boy, the fur flew. She finally quit. He didn't, but she did. And he was a minister, he was well thought of. I told him, I said, you
where
knew
were they,
better,
like a-
Matt. You thought you wouldn't get caught. Well, you got caught, didn't you?
Were they in like a bar or something? Where were they?
No, they were parked in a car.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were.
that's where the doors that flew open.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what doors.
Yeah.
They were in
were
a
parked
car?
in a
Huh?
car.
They were in the car. We waited a half hour so we knew they'd have a chance to get going. Then we opened all the doors.
I guess they didn't have automatic locks.
I guess.
Well, anyway, the doors flew open, and they were embarrassed to death. What are you two doing out here? Aren't you married? Aren't you a minister? Boy, we poured it on. They got the car and drove off.
Now tell about, I know occasionally you go to church while you were living at home, but not too much. So when, I know you talked about Father Bob, where does he figure in it?
Oh, he was a Catholic priest.
Where
Father,
at?
Father Bob Monticello. And he was great.
When
He
you were in the
couldn't-
White Hotel?
Yeah, and he couldn't have been any better. We used to sit up on the square of Monticello, on the courthouse square, and I got off at midnight, and he was walking his dogs, and we'd sit there for 2 or 3 hours and talk. That's where I first got to know the Bible. Oh,
What kind
yeah.
of dog did he have?
2 minutes.
3 or 4, I can't remember. 3 or 4. We'd sit up there and talk 2 or 3 hours on the square. We were buddies. Yeah. He's dead now. Yeah. There were people looking out for me, and there was people looking to mow me down. Well, George got everything for a shower in the basement. There isn't one there now. And I knew the guy he got real well, and he'd been wanting me to go out with him, and I wouldn't go. He didn't want anything to do with him. So he comes in, puts his stuff in the basement, And George thinks we're going to do a shower in the basement. I go down in the basement and say, now listen, I'd have had a pitchfork, I'd have stabbed him. But we went around and around down there, I get out the door. That was the end of it. George says, I understand why you don't come back. And all I want to do, well, you don't want to do it. George, we're not going to get that shower in the basement. Finally, we sold the stuff that was in the basement. I told him, don't you ever set foot in this house again or I'll kill you. So he never come back, and George couldn't understand. I don't know why he never come back. George is not coming back.
Wow.